Hey, what is up everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video today here on Codename Pizza. And today for you guys, I've got a full video dedicated to cut content inside of zombies. So in our top 10 today, we're going to be looking at cut content. And what is cut content? Well, it's content that was originally going to be inside of a certain zombies map or a zombies game, which throughout development got axed. So it got deleted by the developer. In this top 10 list, we are going to be covering not just Treyarch games, but also some IW as well. And there's some amazing cut content that you guys are going to see throughout this video. So if you enjoyed this video at all, do make sure you support the channel by leaving a like. It helps us out so much. This is our editor Bailey's second ever video here on the channel, so please support him inside of the comment section as well, and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends we are on the road to 1 million, and I prefer if that road was less than 10 years, because at the minute that's kind of what it's going to take, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But without further ado, let's jump into the top 10 cut things inside of zombies that I personally love. So coming in at number 10, we have got one of the more well-known things that was found inside of the game files. Now it's one that I personally think is super cool, and I wish it would have made it into the full iteration of Mob of the Dead or Black Ops 2. So back in the development of Black Ops 2 back in 2012, they were working on a game mode called Turned and also Grief. And inside of those game modes, you could get drops that were slightly different. One of these drops was a piece of meat, and for whatever reason, this meat wasn't always supposed to be a piece of meat. It was actually supposed to be a Richtofen zombified head. Now this was found inside of the game files, and you can see the footage on the screen right now. And this can also be ported over and played inside of Mob of the Dead, suggesting that this was possibly going to be a secret weapon or unlockable inside of the map Mob of the Dead from Black Ops 2 as well. We of course know later down the line during the end of Black Ops 4 that we did have zombified Richtofen. We've also had zombified Richtofen as a jump scare inside of Shadows of Evil, and if you go all the way back to World at War, when you interact with the book inside of Shino Numa, you can also hear an evil zombified Richtofen laugh as well. So it definitely does go inside of the storyline of zombies, but maybe at the time during Black Ops 2 they thought it might have been one step too far. Either way, I think this would have been an absolutely amazing thing to actually have inside of Black Ops 2, and hopefully we'll see something similar to this again inside of the future of zombies. So coming in at number 9, we have got the Apothecan Servant upgrades on the map Shadows of Evil on Black Ops 3 zombies. All the way back in 2015, we actually got Shadows of Evil drop on the base version of Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And along with that map, we had an Apothecan Servant wonder weapon that was buildable via 3 parts from around the map. And on release of the map, people very quickly discovered that you could actually take that Apothecan Servant, go over to the Pack-a-Punch machine, switch out your weapon super quickly, and you would actually be able to place the Apothecan Servant wonder weapon into the Pack-a-Punch machine, pull it back out, and then you would have an upgraded Apothecan Servant. It sparked frenzy amongst the entire community, thinking there was a real way how to actually get an upgraded Apothecan Servant inside of the map. Now, a few days later, this was patched, so you can no longer do this from the Pack-a-Punch machine, sparking even more intrigue inside of the community, thinking that there was a side Easter egg quest that we still have not found. Well, it was later discovered that there was no side Easter egg available inside of Shadows of Evil. And of course, at the end of the DLC season with Revelations, Treyarch decided to surprise us with an actual upgrade of the Apothecan Servant with that beautiful Revelations Pack-a-Punch camo on as well. But since then, we have found beta versions of the game, including beta versions of Shadows of Evil, which suggests there was actually main quests around this wonder weapon. And there would have been physical steps inside of the game to allow you to upgrade the Apothecan Servant. Now, I could do a whole video just on this wonder weapon alone, which just means that I'm truly gutted that this was never in the final production of Shadows of Evil. But hey, at least we've got all the information, and I will do a video at some point surrounding the full upgrade process of this wonder weapon. But that's why it's on today's list. So coming in at number 8, we have got Black Ops 4 Factions. Now, I know a lot of people will be like, what the heck is Factions? Or a lot of y'all will be going, why did we never get Factions? It was basically a whole different type of game that we were promised inside of Black Ops 4. Unfortunately, with the community's reaction of Black Ops 4, the budget got stripped very quickly throughout the DLC season, and Factions was never a thing. We do actually have some of the icons for Factions available for you guys that you can see on the screen right now. I've got a little synopsis about Factions right here, and it says Factions were announced as a full season of 12 unique challenges events across all zombies maps and game modes that would have rewarded the player with never before seen character customization loot. Now, this was part of Black Ops 4 where customization was quite heavy, especially with skins and weapon camos, and of course they wanted to tie a lot of this into Blackout as well. I mean, there was a lot of unlockable stuff on that game. It also goes on to say that Factions were also supposed to add another dimension to the Chaos storyline, as players would then be able to choose a side with 4 different factions: Bloodfaith, Tempest Novi, Dustborn, or First Legion. The factions would expand out and flesh the zombies universe with each event, culminating the faction-based narrative. Jason Blundell, the lead of Zombies at the time, also went on to say it will add a new layer to the Zombies experience. Who do you stand with, and what does that mean as you progress along your path? I think overall factions would have been absolutely insane, and it is upsetting that we never got it inside of Black Ops 4, but hey, it was a fully fleshed thing that was out and available for the developers to mess around with, and you never know, we might actually see it in the future of Zombies at some point with the next iteration of Cold War or the next iteration of Zombies in general. So coming in at number 7, we have got the Zombies in Spaceland Space Helmet Easter egg. Now it's quite unknown what the Space Helmet did inside of Zombies in Spaceland, apart from we know if you get to round 6,000 you can unlock it, but who's getting to around 6,000? I'm definitely not. Are you? You know, Zombies in Spaceland was released at the end of 2016, and that was around the time where helmets inside of games were massive. We got the golden helmet inside of Origins, the iteration before with Black Ops 2. Inside of Black Ops 3, we got the Margwa helmet, we got the Dreisendracht Panzer helmet, we got the Gorod Krovi customizationable wings, and the Mangala helmet, and also the Valkyrie helmet. And of course, inside of Revelations, the final map of Black Ops 3, we got a bunch. I think we got 6 in total different helmets that have different abilities. So I would assume that this cuts Easter eggs inside of Zombies in Spaceland would have given you some kind of different ability, whether that be a different addable perk or a different feature in general that you can mess around with. It's a bit sad that we never got to see this. Personally, for me, Zombies in Spaceland will always be the #1 non-Treyarch map, and it's in my top 5 maps ever in general. It's such a perfect experience, and I urge you guys to play it if you've never given it a go. So coming in at number 6, we have got the Black Ops 1 Sabertooth Chainsaw. That is right, all the way back on Black Ops 1 Zombies, it was found inside of the game files that there would be a chainsaw wonder weapon available to use on zombie maps. And that's pretty much all I can tell you. There's not really much known stuff about this Sabertooth weapon, apart from that it was cut content. There was someone able to go inside of the files and physically boot up this chainsaw and play with it, and you guys are seeing that footage on screen right now. I think a chainsaw in general is such a great thing to have inside of a zombies game. If you look at a similar game like Left 4 Dead 2, the chainsaw weapon was fantastic to use, and so many other zombie games out there have a chainsaw weapon. But we've never really had that experience inside of Zombie, but maybe we'll see it sometime in the future. But yeah, the Sabertooth Chainsaw weapon is of course in at our number 6 spot, and I just want to give a big shout out to the footage right here from Mr. Jarai. Thank you very much, good sir. So coming in at number 5, we have got the predecessor to Liquid Dividiums inside of Black Ops 3. That is right, like I said earlier on, the alpha build of Black Ops 3 Zombies was found at some kind of garage sale, or someone managed to buy an Xbox with it on, and it's got so much information that we just never knew about zombies on that console. One other thing was the original Liquid Dividium, which was called Let It Ride tokens. There's a very brief description that basically says Let It Ride tokens during the pre-alpha of the game. Let It Ride tokens were earnable currency within Zombies, which could be redeemed for Mega Chew Bubble Blast, which was of course the earlier concept of Mega Gobblegums. And at some point during the development, the Let It Ride tokens were replaced with Liquid Dividium. And the rest is history. But yeah, there is cut content right there with the Let It Ride tokens. Very, very cool. So coming in at number 4, we have got the Modern Warfare 2019 Zombies Scrapped Game Mode. Now, yeah, this was the Zombies game mode that was scrapped from Modern Warfare 2019. I remember flying out to LA to go and play Beast and Beyond early, and all the devs were super hyped about what they were working on. They also said that they were super hyped about what they're working on for the next game as well, which means that they were talking about this Zombies, and they were also talking about the game mode that's going to be coming out this year inside of Modern Warfare 2022. There's really not much known about this zombie storyline, and going off the concept art, it seems like it wouldn't have even followed the narrative from IW Zombies, which is super, super sad, because you guys know I love IW Zombies. I think the IW Zombie storyline was really, really good, and even right at the end, after you beat Mephistopheles and you put that guy to his grave, it then says at the end that there will be more at some point. But we're yet to see any kind of IW Zombie storyline continuation or any Extinction continuation either. So maybe, just maybe, in a world that I want to live in, we will see some kind of continuation to those two amazing Infinity War productions at some point in the future. So coming in at number 3, we have got the Butcher zombie from Black Ops 1. Now, not loads is known about the Butcher Zombie, apart from that it is a cut zombie type from Black Ops 1. And it's said to be slightly similar to George Romero from Call of the Dead. Now, the funny thing about this cut content is that obviously it was all the way back in Black Ops 1, but we later saw this actually get added to COD Mobile. So it means that all cut content out there doesn't necessarily mean it's gone forever. We may see it in the future at some point. But the Butcher from Black Ops 1 never made it inside of the game, and maybe it was supposed to be on Call of the Dead until he managed to get the rights to all the characters and also George Romero himself. It would have been cool to see the Butcher placed into other Black Ops 1 maps, but as we know, most Black Ops 1 maps had their own zombie type. We had the Astronaut on Moon, we had the Flamer and Screamer zombies from Shangri-La, we had the Monkeys on Ascension, we had George Romero from Call of the Dead, Kino de Toten had the Nova 6 Crawlers, 5 had the Pentagon Thief, so you know, everything was unique inside of Black Ops 1. So the Butcher Zombie probably just didn't fit. Or like I said before, it was probably just the predecessor to George Romero from Call of the Dead. Either way, at least we got to see it inside of COD Mobile, so that's all gravy. So coming in at number 2, we are making our way down the list right here, right? We have got the Black Ops 4 Super Easter Egg. That is right, you guys may know we had a Super Easter Egg on Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, we even had a mini one on Cold War, and of course the best Super Easter Egg of all time, IW Zombies, with that Mephistopheles boss fight. But inside of Black Ops 4, we were also supposed to have a Super Easter Egg. And to the best of my knowledge, this Super Easter Egg would basically reward the character on every single map they have completed the Golden Pack-a-Punch, which we did end up seeing on the final map tagged to Toten, where basically you pack-a-punch your weapon once when that Golden Pack-a-Punch activates, and that would be 100% upgraded straight off the bat. Now, the room for this Golden Pack-a-Punch can be found on all maps on Black Ops 4. It's just a shame that there's no Golden Pack-a-Punch inside of there. Some of them are very obvious, and some of them are a little bit tricky to find, but all the rooms do exist. Obviously, you can't make your way in there, but they're there from the map waiting for that Golden Pack-a-Punch to be placed in, but no one ever did it. So hopefully now, with the community finally adding a little bit of custom zombies to Black Ops 4, we might actually be able to get someone to implement those into Black Ops 4 maps. We'll finally have that Golden Pack-a-Punch on every single one. But there you go, the Golden Pack-a-Punch Super Easter Egg on Black Ops 4 Zombies was cut forever, and that's why it's on our list today. But let's go make our way over to number 1. So coming in at number 1, we have got another piece of cut content over on Black Ops 3 Zombies. Once again, found inside of the alpha files of the game was originally going to have difficulty levels. Similar to how we had difficulty levels on Black Ops 4, where they finally implemented an easy mode, a casual mode, a hardened mode, and also a realistic mode, we would have had that inside of Black Ops 3. The title of these difficulties inside of Black Ops 3 would have been Survivor, Hunter, and Exterminator. So there would have only been 3 different difficulty levels, but it would have been very cool to see this, especially with how popular Black Ops 3 was over that year. I think having the difficulty levels then would have just meant more content, more people showing up that they can do an Easter egg on Exterminator mode. Yeah, there you go. There are 10 pieces of cut content from Call of Duty Zombies that I hope you guys have learned something a little bit new today. I don't know, but if you have enjoyed the video at all, please, like I said before, support the channel, leave a like, subscribe if you are brand new to help the channel grow to 1 million. Make sure you leave some love inside of the comment section for our editor Bailey. I freaking love you, dude, and I'll see you guys in the next video or the next live stream. Thank you for watching. Peace out.